Alright, chat, I'll be right back when my game loads up. What's up, chat? Oh, what's this? Alright, shit. Let's see how these games go.
Resurgence. Survive the timer to secure redeployment. Earn points to speed up the countdown. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Switching mags.
Loading new mag. Napalm strike ready for delivery.
Bounty target.
I don't add people on Discord.
You've got a loadout drop
Setting mine.
inbound.
Using smoke. Taking fire.
Are you serious, bro?
Back in the AO.
Returning you to the front. Earn this. Survive the countdown to earn redeployment. Secure kills to speed up the timer.
Inserting armor.
Care package on standby.
Per mark requesting care package deployed.
No. 3,000.
Napalm strike standing by.
Authorizing napalm strike in my AO.
Raider 1-9 are on station, lighting up your targets. Raider is Winchester, returning to base.
I'm hit.
Dude, why that mantle, bro?
Let's get to work.
Back on station. Go get after it.
Inserting armor.
I'm so stupid, bro. Well, I swear there was a UAV or something though, dude.
Switching mags.
Precision airstrike ready for tasking. Gas is inbound.
What? Okay, buddy.
Headed your way.
Get out of here, Diddy.
Under fire.
This game's so stupid.
Back in the AO.
Go get your revenge. Precision airstrike available.
Dude!
They hit us hard that time. Dust yourself off, regroup, and get back out
So...
I'm reloading.
This game's so stupid tonight. This game's ticking me off, chat.
Resurgence. Stay alive till time expires. After that clock.
Inserting armor.
Dude, what the actual flip is going on? My gun didn't even shoot. What?
Let's get to
Get
work.
ready. You're redeploying.
Oh, okay, dude.
Taking fire. Inserting armor. Back in the AO.
Engine. You're redeploying. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Eyes up. Inserting armor.
It's so rigged, chat. Dude. Want to be shifty.
Let's get to work.
Stand by for redeployment. Gas is
Inserting
moving.
armor. Broke their armor. Under fire. Inserting armor. Broke their armor. Final mag. Inserting armor.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Broke their armor. Reloading mag.
Friendly
Establishing
loadout drops
point
on the
turret.
way.
Taking fire. Inserting armor. Inserting armor. Switching mags. Loading new mag. I'm hit.
Dude! So strong. Yeah, you're just camping.
squad is hunting you. Stay sharp. Contract failed. Objective lost.
Let's get to work.
Stand by for redeployment.
This game's so stupid, chat, I swear.
Reloading mag.
You've got gas moving in. Enemies dropping into the AO.
Inserting armor. Broke their armor. Loading new mag. Inserting armor. Inserting armor. Inserting armor.
Dude, armor?
LDBR awaiting targeting data.
Broke their armor. Inserting armor. Reloading mag.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Under fire.
Resurgence
Inserting
window
armor.
is ending. Watch your
Ah, dude, that's so crazy. I'm along the stupid corner.
Back in the AO.
Go get your revenge.
This game's so dumb.
Resurgence. Survive the countdown to earn redeployment. Secure kills to speed up the timer.
Inserting armor. Under fire.
Dude.
Let's get to
You're
work.
getting another chance. Weapons free.
I'm about done with this game, chat.
Inserting armor.
Enemy soldier incoming. Loadout drop headed your way.
Switching mags. Inserting armor. I broke their armor. I'm hit. Inserting armor. Loading new mag.
This game is so dumb.
Back in the
Get
AO.
ready. You're redeploying. Positive
Inserting
ID on
armor.
the bounty target. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Reloading.
Speed is only a
We're switching to reactions shit. I'm about to voice it, chat. Why is this not picking up? I'm doing good, how are you? I'm trying to. My audio's not picking up. Mm. No, I got videos already to watch. What the? I didn't even hit that, but okay.
World with very convincing evidence.
There we go. That was
From
stupid.
HD Bigfoot trail camera videos to skinwalkers and rakes to aliens and UFOs and even Dogman. And stay tuned for a crazy nature clip at the end of this video. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. So grab your I Found Bigfoot coffee mugs and allow your fear to be maximized as we dive into the best new and real cryptid creature clips that are not AI. The following is a brand new, deeply disturbing creature encounter. A woman who goes by the name Dee trekked out into the midnight woods in late October. She wanted to investigate the forest near her home and film it to see what she could find in the late hours of the night. The area she explores is known for being a strange activity hotspot, with many inexplicable encounters coming from inside. But this is what intrigues her. In the beginning of the video, she sits in a chair and talks to the camera. That's when she hears something running in the grass behind her.
I just don't know. Nothing's really happening. I'm scared. I'm not scared. I'm nervous, but
Out of fear, she stands up and looks around, but her camera sees something she doesn't. Far in the distance is a pale, humanoid creature crouched down, hiding in the brush. It's crouched down on all fours, peering in the direction of Dee. She then shines her light towards it, but it was too late. It had already vanished back into the foliage. She continues on, regardless of the strangeness, and then she begins to hear weird noises as she walks through. The creature then makes itself known again, but once again she doesn't see it in real time. She states, quote, "It followed me to another spot in these woods 2 miles apart." She also says she wasn't paying attention in front of her, that is until she heard it moving. It wasn't until she returned home and reviewed the footage that she noticed the strange being. She realized she was being stalked out there, and it chilled her to her core. Cryptid enthusiasts online are calling this one a rake sighting. This is exactly what the rake is said to look like, a pale, skinny, crawler-type creature. It has long limbs, an emaciated frame, a blank face with dark sunken eyes, the epitome of scary. So what do you guys think? Did Dee have a real encounter with the rake this night? If she did, she's lucky it just stalked her and didn't try to attack. But let me know what you guys think about this one in the comments down below. Here are some old found photos of a giant dog-like creature. It's a bipedal dark humanoid creature. The photos allegedly come from 2009 but were just highlighted on November 19th, 2025. The incident is dubbed the Black Walker of Smuggler's Notch. The caption reads, quote, "In the frozen silence of Smuggler's Notch, something walked that winter.
That's
Something
fake.
heavy, black, and not meant for human eyes." End quote. Deep in the wilderness of Smuggler's Notch, Vermont, the figure was photographed. Seen are 4 horrifying photos. Each photo shows the creature further in its path as it walks along. The photos look super realistic, seeming to show a real living creature. It has a strange hunched posture to it, with its muscular human-like legs and its strong canine-like upper body. It also has the face of a dog. In the third photo, though, it looks like it's missing its front legs or arms. This could just be from the angle it was taken, or perhaps that's actually how it looks. Now, Vermont isn't usually the first state people think of when they hear Dogman, but the region does have a long history of strange creature stories. For instance, the Bennington Triangle and Glastonbury Mountains. These areas are known for its mysterious disappearances, paranormal stories, strange animal sightings, and reports of tall, dark, upright figures in the woods. And before Dogman became a modern term, Vermont already had old stories about wolves that behaved unnaturally, spirits taking the form of animals, and half-human, half-animal figures seen by hunters or loggers. Many of these tales come from old New England folklore traditions, and aren't exactly tied to a single creature, like the Dogman. However, some descriptions, like the upright wolves, or even wolf-headed spirits, seem similar to the modern Dogman idea. So was this the Dogman in these found photos, or is it too good to be true? On October 29th, 2025, a very eerie creature encounter was uploaded to the internet. The footage was sent to a popular cryptid channel so she could share it with the world. Her father was the one who actually had the encounter, though. He was out on his remote property this day going to get wood. This is when something large caught his eye. So he followed it and tracked it and immediately pulled out his phone and began to record because he didn't know what he was seeing. He struggles to relocate the creature, but eventually catches it on camera. It's a dark mass hiding within the shadows. It's absolutely huge, and it stays crouched low to the ground. Freezing the footage, though, that's when we see more details. It has a lighter colored face despite its huge dark body. On top of its head are what look like 2 horns sticking up. Whatever this thing is, it looks malevolent. Some are calling it a goat man, others are calling it a shape-shifting demon. Whatever it is, though, it's truly unsettling. The goat man, though, is a legendary creature often described as a half-man, half-goat figure. that lurks near forests, bridges, and old rural roads. In most versions of the story, he walks upright like a human but has the horns, hooves, and snarling face of a goat. Different regions tell different tales. Some say he was once a scientist whose experiment went wrong. Others claim he's a vengeful spirit or a cursed creature haunting the places where he was wronged. While the details change from place to place, the Goatman has become one of those classic American folklore stories, a monster people whisper about when the forest seems too quiet. Here's an unexplainable video that seems pretty real. It was taken in Dayton, Ohio back in 2016, but people are just starting to talk about it again. The encounter was covered by Fox News back in 2016, and many locals even say they remember seeing it in real time and seeing the segment. A man named Michael re-uploads the footage and states, quote, "I remember parking my car at a Wendy's and watching this one in broad daylight.
Oh, you see this?
Crazy.
The internet is buzzing this morning over this bizarre video shot near a military base that appears to show an object hovering and disappearing into the clouds. Here's another sighting of a similar object in the skies over Dayton, believed to be the same UFO.
In the video, we see some strange, jagged object just floating up there in the sky. It looks to be metallic and sharp. Not only this, but a similar object was spotted in Dayton skies as well. Many are saying this is the same craft or UAP. Commenters discuss the Wright-Patterson Air Force Base located near Dayton, with some even calling it Area 52.
Area 50.
For decades, people have claimed that unusual aircraft, mysterious lights, and secret projects are hidden behind its fence. The base was home to Project Blue Book, the Air Force's official investigation into UFO reports during the mid-20th century, which only strengthened the belief that unusual things were being studied there. Many UFO enthusiasts say that after the 1947 Roswell incident, recovered debris and possibly even bodies were quietly transported to a restricted area on the base nicknamed Hangar 18, where they were supposedly analyzed out of public view. Even today, sightings of strange lights, fast-moving crafts, and unexplained aerial behavior near the base continue to fuel speculation that something more than ordinary military work is happening there. So let's go ahead and add this one to the long list of strange activity that happens there. What do you guys think? Is this another Area 51 and this is a real UFO or UAP? Let me know. Let's go ahead and take a look at one of the most disturbing photos ever. It was taken in the UK in early 2024. It was taken in Coed Y CWM Woods. It's located near Wales, UK. A man named Sam Walker snapped the photo late at night when he was out in the woods alone. The photo was also covered by a local digital newspaper called the Cambrian News. The image shows a naked, crawler-type creature.
Okay. That's a man with a mask on.
It has almost a pinkish tint to its skin. The way the creature is positioned and the overall look tells us it's not a human. It's bent at a grotesque angle. A human couldn't stand like this. Another thing people pointed out is it's walking on its knuckles. Why Sam was out in the woods this night is unknown, but I'm sure he won't be venturing out there again anytime soon. Pale crawlers are a modern urban legend style creature often described in eerie online encounters and campfire stories. In most accounts, they're extremely thin, ghostly white, and they're humanoid-shaped beings that crawl around and move erratically and twitchy, just in a very strange and unnatural way. Now, there's no 100% proof or physical evidence that they exist. Still, the pale crawler legend persists because its imagery is simple, disturbing, and taps into that primal fear of something being slightly unnatural but still human-like, and also the feeling that you're being watched by something you weren't meant to see. The Appalachian Mountains, one of the most infamous areas in the world for paranormal activity. The entire region is soaked in old history, isolation, and deep-rooted folklore. People speak of ghostly lights drifting through the forest, strange voices echoing through the woods, and abandoned mining towns where footsteps can still be heard even though nobody lives there. Well, on the late night of November 23rd, 2025, one of these encounters happened.
You alright?
You're not supposed to talk back to it, buddy.
A man named Nicky Dunn, who lives in Appalachia, stepped outside this night to move his golf cart. As he does this, though, an ear-piercing scream rings out. A strange scream, on the border of human and supernatural. The scream doesn't happen once, but twice, and this is when he and his dog retreat back inside. Now, some are saying this scream is something supernatural, one of the many, many legends said to reside out there. But others aren't so sure, saying that it was just a bobcat or a person screaming. The bobcat theory is pretty promising, though. They're said to make some downright creepy noises. They're sharp, high-pitched, and surprisingly loud for such a small predator. Many people compare it to a woman screaming in panic or someone crying out in pain. The sound usually starts with a drawn-out wail and then breaks into raspy, yowling bursts, almost like a mix between a scream and a frantic cat fight amplified through the forest. So people remain pretty torn on this one. Regardless, ghost, person screaming, or a bobcat, none of these things are something you want to hear, especially in this section of the US. One of the biggest rules out in the Appalachian Mountains is if you hear something, no you didn't. So let's all just act like we didn't hear this one at all. Here is another encounter with something paranormal. A group of people were out riding in a remote hilly area when they began to hear a weird high-pitched noise repeating. They decide to stop and try to figure out where it's coming from. From behind a hill, a strange woman appears. She appears to have long black hair, glowing eyes, and some kind of light illuminating on her chest. It almost looks like fire or something, like a hole of fire in her chest. The group were absolutely speechless as they just sat there for a while and recorded this. They eventually got so unsettled that they left and flew out of there as quick as they could. The sighting certainly looks supernatural. I mean, we've never seen anything like this before. It appears this video was taken somewhere outside of the US, but which country we don't know. Maybe in this country there's lots of remote land, and within the remote land is some kind of terrifying woman spirit that roams. Maybe it's a skinwalker or some sort of witch spirit. The uploaders assure us that the encounter is all too real, and that they have no idea what it was. If there was just a little more information with this one, we could probably figure out more, but for now it'll just remain pretty mysterious. But maybe it's better off that way, honestly. Maybe this woman or spirit or whatever it was wasn't meant to be seen, but thanks to these late night riders we did get to see it, and now it'll live on in our nightmares. This is one of the most shocking and wild nature clips I've covered. It all went down in the Everglades in Florida. A fisherman known as Captain Jared Raskob is the one who took this video. The caption states, "Footage of a monster crocodile chomping down on a tarpon in the Everglades." The man films the clip from afar. We see as an absolutely huge crocodile is stretched across the surface of the water. Just look at the distance from the head to the tail. This is gigantic. but they share the video in slow motion as it's eating a tarpon. Tarpons are rather big fish, and this croc absolutely dwarfs it. It eats it with ease even though they're strong, powerful fish. It was no match for this dinosaur. I mean, it looks like the Loch Ness Monster the way it's sticking out of the water like that. Saltwater crocodiles are the heavyweight champions of the reptile world. Huge, powerful, and built for dominance. They live in coastal areas, rivers, and estuaries across northern Australia and parts of Southeast Asia. And they're equally comfortable in freshwater and open ocean. What makes them so impressive is their combination of size and strategy. Big males can reach lengths over 20 feet and weigh more than a ton, yet they move with surprising stealth. They prefer to stay hidden just below the water's surface, watching and waiting with only their eyes and nostrils exposed. When the moment is right, they explode upward with incredible speed, using powerful jaws to snatch prey in a single crushing bite. This is probably exactly what happened to this poor tarpon. But these kinds of things happen in nature every day. It's a brutal place. We just don't often get to visually see it. But the sea of this creature is its...
I will be right back, chat.
its hand, we can't tell
Go
for sure
back,
what
Chad.
it belongs to. But we do know obviously something isn't right here. So is this here a hand of a Bigfoot or some other giant humanoid creature? I'll leave this one up to you, the viewers, to make a decision. So as I was saying earlier, artificial intelligence is getting more and more realistic. People are creating videos that are hard to list as fake or real. And this video clip here is currently being debated online. Believers and skeptics are torn, some calling out AI and some calling out real footage. So I'll show you the video and give you all the information about it and let you guys make a decision.
That might be AI.
A man was allegedly hiking down a path in a remote forest. That's when he had a run-in with this giant creature. It charges at him, running strangely and slowly, each step loud and powerful. The creature itself does look very realistic, but it's hard to tell with this one. The uploader claims this was a real encounter and that it really did happen. One commenter says, "This is effing real." Another commenter says, "This is definitely AI, look at the way it walks." But the best way to figure out for yourself if videos are real or a product of AI is to deeply analyze the video clips. AI videos often fail at realism in small ways. Lighting, detail, and movement usually give them away. The best strategy is to slow things down, zoom in, and trust your eyes and your logic. But this video here could either be one of the best Bigfoot videos of all time with some of the clearest footage, or it could be one of the best faked Bigfoot videos of all time.
Yeah, I think that's fake.
Regardless if this clip is real or fake, many have recalled having encounters just like this. Being chased by a giant bipedal creature through the woods. Not only nowadays, but for centuries, people have claimed to see creatures like this and have these kinds of encounters. So Bigfoot himself does seem to exist, regardless of the truth behind this video. Now we've seen some trail camera videos, some phone videos, and some photos of Bigfoot. But what about an image found on Google Earth? Google Earth is a digital globe that lets you explore almost every part of our planet, right from your phone or laptop. It combines satellite imagery, aerial photography, and 3D terrain data to create a virtual version of Earth that you can zoom, tilt, and fly through as if you were traveling above it. But in one section of the world, this was seen. It shows some kind of strange creature crouching behind a rock. It looks Neanderthal-like, like a variation of human or something. But it's a dark grayish color and seems to be covered in some hair.
Picked a great name, but your voice doesn't quite match it?
We have a fix.
VoiceMod gives you over 150.
Alright, chat, that's it. Hope you have